Hello, Stephanie.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome. This class I was supposed to teach yesterday, and I had to cancel because I had a private lesson at the same time that I didn't know about. So here we are today to do this lesson. Let's see. Silvestro, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, fine, thanks.
Good, good. And where are you from?
I'm from Italy,
Italy. Cool. Very nice.
Milan.
Milan. Great. Beautiful city. It's very nice to meet you.
Fine. It's the first time for me in this platform.
Oh, on Verbling?
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Oh, cool. Well,
I start with you today.
Oh, great. Well, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it. And all the classes on Verbling are very different. So if you don't like this one, you try another one. There's a huge range of classes on Verbling. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Glad you're here. And Julian, hello.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a sunny day here today.
Oh, great.
You? How is the weather for you?
Hot.
Very, very hot.
Yeah,
Really hot.
Really hot and really humid. So it's miserable. Going outside. Usually I like to go running a few times a week, and this week I haven't at all.
Impossible.
It's too hot to even go outside.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and we've got a few more with us. Raphael, hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Fine, thanks for asking. You?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome, glad you're here. And Philip, hello again. And Mark, hello again.
Hi again.
Hope you got a chance to rest your mouth.
Yeah, my tongue.
Yeah, there will be some speaking, but much easier.
Okay.
So great. Carolina, hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. And have we met before?
No. This is my first class with you.
Okay, I thought so. So where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
From Colombia. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
And Ana Carolina, welcome back.
Thank you, Stephanie.
I'm glad you're here. Did you get to rest your mouth as well?
Yes.
Good. Great. All right. So welcome, everyone. This is kind of a new class I'm developing, trying to come up with some new classes. This is a current events class. So in this class, basically, we will read an article. We'll answer some questions about the article and do some vocabulary work about words in the article. And then finally, we'll finish with a discussion. And we'll see how it goes. Feedback, this is the first time that I'm using these resources. They're from Breaking News English. So if you have any feedback, please feel free to let me know how to improve the class or make it more valuable for you. All right, so the link to the article is in both of the chats. And I will share it on my screen. As always, please ask questions at any time. All right, so we're going to start with the article. It's a short article. We have basically 2 paragraphs. I've been thinking about how to go over the vocabulary, or I'm sorry, how to approach the reading. Of course, there are pluses to me reading it or to having students read it. I think today I'd like to try, let's try having some students reading. It's only 2 paragraphs. So do I have a volunteer who would like to help read this article?
May I?
Good. So I heard Mark and Ksenia. Wonderful. Mark, will you take the... Actually, Ksenia came to class first. Ksenia, will you take the first one? Oh gosh, what have I done?
Okay, to concern.
Yeah, and then Mark, you'll take the second one.
Okay.
Great.
Students sell bodies and gamble to survive. University students in the UK are having such a hard time making ends meet that they are resorting to desperate measures. Many have turned to gambling, taking out high-interest loans, and even selling their body to cover the living costs. The financial website Save the Students questioned 1,900 students about their finances. It discovered that the average student received $750 a month from the government in the form of a student loan. However, average living expenses amounted to $1,170 a month. This leaves a monthly shortfall of $420. Students have made up the difference in a variety of ways, some of which would cause parents a considerable amount of concern.
Nice, very nice. All right, thank you, Ksenia. Nice reading. And I think we're just let's discuss after each paragraph. So we'll pause here, and we'll take questions about vocabulary, anything that's confusing, even pronunciation. Does anyone have any questions about this first paragraph?
What does a shortfall mean?
Oh, great. Yeah, shortfall. Where is it? Here it is. Shortfall. A shortfall is, in this case, it means like a lack or something that's missing. This noun comes to us from the phrasal verb to fall short. I guess so. To fall short is to not have enough. So a shortfall is a situation where you don't have enough. In this case, money.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Great question. Other questions? Great. All right. So in this first paragraph, basically, university students are not making enough money to cover living expenses. Let's go on to the second paragraph. Mark.
Okay. The STS poll found that 71% of students relied on parents for extra income, while 65% had a part-time job. Around 46% turned to bank for an overdraft. 7% of the students who took part in the survey said that they had to sell their body to earn additional cash. Other reported taking part in medical trials for money. 12% of students said that they had tried gambling to supplement their income, while 3% took out loans with extortionate interest rates. One student said, "It's frustrating when you are already paying off multiple credit cards at 19. Save the Students said the government loans were out of touch with individual circumstances and student needs.
Great. Great. All right. Thank you very much for reading. All right. So we'll pause now for questions on anything in this paragraph.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
In the around 46% turned banks for an overdraft.
Mm-hmm.
What is means that?
Good. Great. Good. So an overdraft is when you don't have any money in the bank, but you make a purchase anyway, and the bank pays for the purchase and then charges you a fee.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, but it's not like a loan because it's very bad to do this, to overdraft your bank account. But it is a way to pay. If you have to pay a bill, the bank will cover it for you and then charge you a huge amount of money, basically.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good question. I hope that helped a little. Other questions? All right, so kind of a short article. We're going to do some comprehension with true, false, and then we'll do some vocabulary with the synonyms, and then we have a phrase match as well, and then finally we'll go to the discussion questions. All right. So with the true, false, I think we'll go through. Again, I'm not sure the best way to go about it, but I think to give equal turns, I'll call on you to read the statement and then say whether it is true or false. And let's see. I'll just go. Anna Carolina, would you want to go first?
Okay. There is a typo.
Yeah, there is. It should be S-A-Y.
Okay. The article says students are having a hard time in making mix and true.
Oh, this is, hang on. Oh, okay, so this is very tricky. Careful with the order of the words here. Oops, that's not highlighting. So the article says students are having a hard time making meetings end.
Yes, teacher, because they've been taking desperate measures.
Yeah, they're having a hard time. This is about the phrase. So making ends meet. I didn't read these very carefully before, but this one is actually false.
Okay.
Because of the word order.
Sorry.
No.
So making meetings end means to finish a meeting off.
Yes. Yeah.
And making ends meet is to pay expenses.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
And well said. Oops. Good definition there. So I just want to repeat what Anna Carolina said. Making meetings end is to finish a meeting, but making ends meet is an idiom for money that means to have enough money. So great, these are tricky. Thank you for going first. We're going to move to the right. So Carolina, your turn, letter B.
Okay. Students are gambling, getting loans, and selling their body for cash. True?
True, yes. These are the things they're doing to get money. Great. Thank you, Carolina. Gregors, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, so we've read this article. We're doing some true and false. It's your turn for letter C.
Okay. The average UK student gets £750 a month from the government. So in this case, yes, it's true.
Good, good. Great. And one thing you mentioned, and I'm not sure why, this is an article about students in the UK where they use the pound, not the dollar.
Sorry.
But we have the dollar signs throughout, so I don't know why. I think probably this article was adapted for American readers. So they must have changed the pounds to dollars or something. I don't know why, but we'll just read it as dollars since we have the dollar sign. But I really don't know. I'm guessing in the original article it was pounds, then probably when the Huffington Post got it, they may have changed it to dollars. But great, yes, C is true. All right, so moving on, letter D. Yeah, your turn.
I'm sorry, it's mine?
Yeah, your turn for letter D. True.
Okay. The average UK student spends $420 a month more than she gets. It's true?
Yes, yep. And that's exactly what a shortfall is, when there's a gap between what you have and what you need. Great, thank you, Ksenia. Letter E, Mark.
Around 71% of UK students have a part-time job. It's false.
Great. Great, yep, 71% rely on their parents. 65% have a part-time job. Great, thank you. Philip, how about F, letter F?
Number F, letter F. Students pay doctors to do medical trials on their body. Yes, we can say so, because they sell their body. It can be prostitution or selling organs.
Yep, it could be selling organs, could be selling the body. But careful with the word order again.
Okay. No. That means it's false.
Yeah, yep, great. Yes, the students don't pay the doctors.
Yes.
The doctors pay the students.
Okay.
Great, thank you, Philip.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. Raphael, letter G.
A 19-year-old student complained about many credit card bills. True.
Great. Yep, there towards the closing. Excellent. And letter H, Silvestro.
A website said the government was much in touch with student needs. It's false, because in the article is right, out of touch.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. Out of touch, not in touch. So nice, nice. All right. Any questions, anyone, on the true or false questions or the article? All right, sounds pretty good. So let's do a little bit of vocabulary building. We're going to do first the synonym match, whoops, and then we'll do the phrase work on the next page. So in this one, of course, you just, when it's your turn, read the word and then tell us the synonym from the other list. Of course, no one expects you to know all these, so feel free to guess. And we'll keep going in order. So Anna Carolina, back to you for number 1.
Making ends meet, pay for.
Oops. Okay, trying to get my text box up so I can write answers. Pay for you.
Oops. No, sorry. I guess get by financially.
Good, yeah. So when you are making ends meet, you are paying for things, but it is letter F. You're very good. To get by financially. If you are making ends meet, then you have enough money to live. If you are not making ends meet, then you do not have enough money to live or to get by. Great, thank you for going first. Carolina, number 2.
Measures. I guess is the letter C. Actions.
Yes, correct. Yep. So this word could mean several different things, but in this article, measures means actions. We'll see where. Yeah, they're resorting to desperate measures or desperate actions. Great. Thank you. Number 3, Gregors.
Cover, it will be pay for.
Good. And what letter is that? I.
Yes.
Yeah, so cover again can mean lots of things. You can cover something by putting a top on it, or in this case, you cover by paying for it. So cover the bills, cover the dinner means to pay for the dinner. Great. I don't recall exactly where it was in the article, but great. Number 4, Ksenia.
Amounted to. I don't see all. Added up to.
Great.
The last one.
Yeah, letter J. Yep, amounted to, added up to. Good. Great, thank you, Ksenia. And 5, Mark.
Considerable, maybe sizable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because in this case it means big, a considerable or a big amount. Good, or sizable. Good. Keep going. Get a few more text boxes out. Don't know why it won't. Great. Okay. Thank you, Mark. Philip, you're up for number 6.
Number 6, Paul. I think Paul is survey.
Say that one more time.
I think Paul is survey.
Yes, it is. It is very good. Yep. If you take a poll or take a survey, you're asking people questions. Great. Raphael, how about 7?
Earn, letter A, get.
Yeah, and specifically usually money, although you can also earn a degree or earn earn an award. Great. And Silvestro, number 8.
Trials and tests.
Yep, perfect. Direct synonym there. 2 more text boxes. Back to Ana Carolina for number 9.
My gosh. Extortionate. Extortionate. Okay. Oh my gosh, I get.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, teacher, no. Extortionate. Oh my gosh, sky high?
Yes, it is. Good.
What does it mean?
It means extortionate or extortion. Extortion is to charge way too much money or a lot of money, a criminally high amount of money. So extortionate, if something is extortionate, it's charging way too much money for whatever it is.
How can I use the sky high in a sentence?
Sky high, we would say tuition in the UK is sky high. Or I was out of the country and my cell phone bill was sky high. Good. So something that's really, really high, way too high. Good question.
Like expensive.
Say that again?
Something expensive. Too much expensive.
Yeah. Something so expensive that it's criminal, almost. So, like, not just expensive or really expensive, but so expensive it should be illegal.
Teacher?
Yeah.
Like he rip it off?
What's that?
Rip it off.
Yes, ripped off. Yes, if you pay sky-high prices for a pair of shoes, then you have gotten ripped off. Yeah, good. And something that's extortionate is also rip-off. Good one. Great questions, everyone. Okay, so one more vocabulary, and Carolina, your turn.
Circumstances is letter D, situation.
Yep, very good. Direct synonym there. Nice. All right. So those are vocabulary words. Try, when we get to the discussion part, maybe if you challenge yourself to use some of those. And we do have one more. Let's just do it. It's useful and will give us more words to practice for our discussion. We have a phrase match. So these are phrases rather than simple words, and you're matching the meaning. So same idea. Gregors, it's your turn for number 1.
Okay. Having such a hard time making ends meet.
Oh, great. Good. Oh, yeah, this is finishing the phrases. I'm sorry. So they're taking phrases from the article, and you match them with the other words. See if you can challenge yourself not to look back at the article and think what words make sense together. Great. Thank you, Gregors. Ksenia, number 2.
Resorting to desperate measures.
Yeah, good. These words often go together. Great. Thank you. Philip, number 3.
Taking out high interest loans.
Right, that is correct. High interest loans. Excellent. Thank you, Philip. Raphael, number 4.
Cover their living costs.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Great job. Thank you, Raphael. Silvestro, number 5.
In a variety, I have to find the phrase match. Sorry.
Yeah.
Could you-
Yep. So what will end this phrase? Which of these words will end this phrase?
Okay, in a variety of ways.
Perfect.
Okay, sorry.
Great. No, that was great. And in a variety will always be followed by
Variety,
yeah, great. So that's a good tell. Nice. Thank you, Silvestro. 6, back to Ana Carolina.
Okay. Out of, no, sorry. Students relied on parents.
Great. Yep. And rely on often go together. We rely on. Very nice. All right. Number 7, Carolina. Carolina? Your turn for number 7. Uh-oh. Carolina, are you there? All right. Carolina, let us know when you come back. Gregors, will you take number 7?
Yes, taking part in medical trials.
Good. And oops, great. Yep, taking part in medical trials. A long I sound for that. I in trials. Good. Thank you, Gregors. Ksenia, number 8.
Paying off multiple credit cards.
Yes. The poor 19-year-old. Very good. Thank you, Ksenia. 9, Philip.
Out of touch.
Yeah, out of touch. Common phrase meaning not current, not up to date. Great, thanks, Philip. And Raphael, our last one.
Individual circumstances.
Great, individual circumstances. Thank you. All right, great work, everyone. So we've got some vocabulary, we've got some phrases. Let's go to the discussion. So the discussion is kind of open-ended questions, loosely based on the article. And we're going to start, I think we'll start with these questions. We'll just go through. I'll ask a question, and you'll each have a chance to answer, to share your opinion. So let's just head through it. So our first question, what are the pros and cons of gambling to get extra cash? So some students were gambling to try to get extra money. What are some good things or pros, and what are some bad things or cons about gambling to get extra money? Oh, I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't know if with online teaching, this is always a struggle, how to do a natural feeling discussion. Not everyone may want to answer this question or may have an answer. So why don't, rather than going through and calling on each one of you, let's just kind of try to do more of an open, natural discussion. So I'll ask the question, and then whoever answers first can speak a little bit, and everyone will just keep in mind to try to take turns, I guess. So what do you see? What are the pros and cons of gambling to get extra cash?
Can I start here, Ali?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. In my opinion, the pros is that you can get probably some money, and probably you have an enjoyed time. The cons, in my opinion, is that you can get addicted, and so this is very difficult to manage the situation. Could go in a direction that you can't want, and so you can have in the long time really harm. So
great. Thank you for starting us off. Good. So pros, you might actually earn money, but then again, you may get addicted. Nice. What are some other pros and cons of gambling to get extra cash?
I can say something.
Sure, go ahead.
I think gambling is out of law in the most country. Only in a few cities we can gambling. So I think it's not a good idea for students to play the slots. I think only who can play the slots, it's elderly people. Because where I was in casino, there were almost elderly people, and it's fine. It's the end of life, and they can spend their money. But students playing, I think it's a bad idea. It's no pros in that case for me.
Yeah, great. So no pros. It's illegal in many places, and young people can get in lots of trouble with it. Great. Good. Anyone else? Any other pros or cons that you see with gambling?
The cons is that you can meet people of bad morality that can take you to somewhere you weren't expected to be, like drug dealers and mafia and so on.
Good. Yeah, that's another important con I hadn't thought of. The people you meet in that type of a situation can cause more problems. Great. Anyone else? Any other pros, cons to gambling for extra cash?
I think that gambling for fun is okay. One time a year or something like that. But people who gambling, they become obsessed with that kind of situation, and that is a bad thing because they lose their mind.
Good. Yeah. Another con. Good point. Thanks, Carolina. Yeah, lots of cons to this one. Great. All right. Nice answers, everyone. Let's continue. We've got lots of questions, so we'll go on. this one might have a variety of opinions. Should students get paid for studying? What do you think?
I think they should. I think they should, because to help government to give better quality service to them. If they will not pay all the cost of the school, they will just participate in helping government to bring a better education to the youth.
Great, nice, well said. And I don't want to. I try not to share my opinions too much because I don't want to influence anyone. But I agree with you. I think governments and countries benefit from education, so we shouldn't try to profit from it as well. Other thoughts, though? Should students get paid for studying?
In many cases, government shouldn't be involved in the process of funding studies or their citizens, because there is still a chance that most of them, they will start to study, but they won't finish. So in this case, the right compromise is when they will receive like refundation. So the government should always focus on the progress of the students who will receive money from it, because we cannot. I think it's quite naive if we can just give them money for the studying and most of them just take the money and later we don't have too many people who graduate.
Good. Yeah, that's an important consideration.
So I think that government should support students who only, finish 1 year, later 2nd year, 3rd year, so they always be at risk. If they won't finish, they they should think that won't get any more money.
Great, yeah, so students shouldn't be treating studying as a job that they can just quit at any time. Yeah, I think that's interesting. Good points. Great. Other thoughts?
I think that a student should pay a part of their loan. For example, 20% for students and 8% for the government, because when the things are free, we don't appreciate that kind of things that free. For example, if the students if the education is free, the people is not interested for studying. And
yeah, good. Yeah, so some sort of a shared responsibility. Yeah, I like that. That's another option. Great. Anyone else on this question? Any other ideas for this question? Right, so let's look, let's maybe do one more from these. How about this one? I think we might have some interesting opinions on this one. Should there be laws to stop students from borrowing money?
I think no, because it will be unfair for students and it will be some discrimination, and I think it's out of law too. It's illegal to how to say make an accent on students only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be easy to fall into some discriminatory practices
Yes.
there. Good, and then we'd find poor people wouldn't maybe be able to go to school. Great, good. Other thoughts on this? Should there be laws to stop students borrowing money?
I think there should be a law, because when you allow children to take the amount they want, they could take much than they need. So when they finish the school, they are over-debted. Can I say so? They have too much debt.
Yeah, we would say in debt. In debt.
They are over in debt.
Mm-hmm.
So it will affect their life, their whole life. They will have difficulties to pay back the debt, the loan they received. So it's better to limit in their interest.
Yeah, so maybe not laws to stop them, but laws to regulate.
To regulate, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Great, good thoughts. Good. Thanks, everyone. Any other opinions on this? On laws to stop students borrowing money? All right, let's go on to the other questions, which are more, I don't know, they're more personal, I feel like. So let's see. Everyone here has been a student. You're all students right now. So let's maybe see. Is it better to be a student at elementary school or university? What did you like better? Why? What do you think? And maybe I'd like to hear from Rafael. Silvestro?
I don't know. I don't have an opinion about that. I believe that both situations have their advantages and disadvantages as well. When you join school, primary school, you find you have to learn new things, you have to get acquainted with a new world. So it has its own difficulty. But when you reach the university, you have more responsibility. You are more mature. You are more familiarized with the school environment. On the other hand, you have more responsibility. You have to learn new things. You have to deal with different people. So I don't believe that there is a better or worse. I think they are at the same level because you will reach these two situations in different parts of your life. So at least for me, it was the same.
Great, yeah. I think that's a good answer. Great, thank you, Rafael. Nice. Others, what do you think? Do you agree with Rafael? Is it just a matter of perspective and where you are in life? Or is it better to be one than the other? Right. So maybe not such a interesting topic. I agree with Rafael personally. Elementary school or primary school, there's a lot of great things. It's fun. You play more games. It's not as challenging. But university, you have freedom. You get to choose what you learn. Yeah, so good and bad to both. Let's do maybe this one. We've talked about this a little bit in some of the other questions. You know what, actually, let's not do that one. Let's do this one. Maybe you're in school now, maybe you finished many years ago, but in relation to this article, how were your student days? Did you have some of these same struggles, or was it easy? How were your student days?
Okay. I'm finished university 10 years ago, and in that period I absolutely not have this problem, because in Italy the university is quite free, and there isn't a lot of charge on the community, because the nation, the state, take charge of this. So we have not the problem to borrow money for the university, but I think that in a nation where there is this problem, absolutely the credit must be free, because in such case all people have the same possibility to study.
Good, nice. All right, so a very different experience, it sounds like, for you than these students in the UK. Nice. Thanks, Sylvestra. Thanks for sharing. Anyone else? How were your student days?
I can say about Russia.
Yeah.
Because in Russia, students usually live with their parents, so it's very easy because parents feed, provide a room where live, so and buy your food, clothes, give you money for cafe, movies, and go on. So your job is only to study. It's very easy. So it's very easy in Russia to be students.
Nice, nice. I like that. I think staying at home is one of the best ways to reduce all those expenses. Great. Thanks for sharing. Anyone else? How were your student days? Well, I'll just share a little. My student days, in the United States, we have the same problem. University is very, very expensive, and it seems it's gotten much worse in the past decade or decade and a half. I identify with this article a lot. When I was a student, it was impossible to pay for your education. I had to take out student loans, even though I was working full-time. So I was working full-time and going to school, and I still had to take out loans to pay for the school. And it just gets worse and worse. At this point in my life, it is, I will be 61 years old before I finish paying for my education. So, oh well.
Good luck.
Yeah. It is, when I started my education, I didn't think it would get that bad, but I like education a lot, so I just kept going to school for a long time. So my fault on that one, but that's just the way it is for university students in some places. So, does anyone else want to share on this, or anything else to say on this topic before we say goodbye? All right, well, we'll stop there. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Again, this was the first time I've used this resource or done this lesson. Feedback, if you have any helpful feedback, that would be great, especially for discussions. I like to keep them natural, but anyhow, Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your participation, and I'll see you later.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you.
All right,
Thank
bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.